There is a kind of grief nobody prepares you for. Not the kind that comes with a funeral and a casserole on the doorstep and people sitting with you in the living room saying they are so sorry for your loss. I am talking about the grief that comes in silence. The grief that has no ceremony, no flowers, no one checking on you 2 weeks later. The grief of a friendship you thought would last your whole life going completely quiet without explanation. The grief of a marriage ending after 16 years. The grief of a family that grief itself broke. The people who should have held each other together scattered instead. The grief of picking up the phone to call someone and then remembering they are gone. I know what all of those feel like. I have buried people I loved. A father, siblings, a friend I had known since 8th grade who was already slipping away long before she was gone. And 2 years ago, I lost my sister. She fought hard. She believed. Our whole family prayed. We asked God to leave her with us. Instead, He called her home. I am not going to stand here and tell you I understood it. I still do not fully understand it. What I can tell you is that grief does not come in one shape. It does not follow a timeline, and it does not care how strong your faith is or how many years you have been walking with God. I have also grieved things that were still breathing. A marriage I stayed in 16 years too long because I had made a vow and I meant it. And when it finally ended, there was grief in that too. Not just relief, grief. The grief of a promise that did not survive. The grief of a version of your life you had to finally let go of. I have grieved friendships I thought were forever. I have grieved a family that loss broke open and scattered. People I love who I cannot reach anymore no matter how many times I try. That is its own kind of burial. There is a moment in the book of Habakkuk where the prophet stops pretending. He had been watching everything fall apart around him, and he had run out of polished words. So he turned to God and said exactly what was in his chest. In Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 2, he cried out, "Lord, how long shall I cry for help, and you will not hear?" How long? That is not a lack of faith. That is what faith looks like when it has been carrying something too heavy for too long. God did not correct him for asking. God did not turn away. He answered. That is who you are talking to when the grief gets loud enough that you stop knowing what to pray. Someone who has heard that prayer before and did not flinch. There is a man in Scripture named Job who lost everything in a matter of days and weeks. His children, his health, his livelihood. Everything that made his life feel like his life was gone. And the people around him did what people around grieving people often do. They tried to explain it. They told him he must have done something wrong, that there was a reason, that he needed to search himself and figure out what he did to deserve this. Job knew that was not true, and he refused to agree with it just to make them comfortable. From the ash heap, covered in grief, with nothing left. He said something that has echoed through thousands of years of human suffering all the way to this moment right here. In Job chapter 19 verse 25, he said, "I know that my Redeemer lives. Not I know why this happened. Not I know what comes next. Not I understand the plan. I know that my Redeemer lives." That is not a tidy answer, but it is the only one that actually holds weight when everything else has been taken. Isaiah was carrying words from God to a people who had lost their homes, their families, their entire way of life. They had been taken from everything they knew. And God spoke directly into that devastation. In Isaiah chapter 43 verse 2, he said this, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." He did not say you will not go through the water. He did not say the fire will not come. He said, "I will be with you in it. I will be with you through it. And it will not be the end of you. Every season of grief I have walked through it. I am still here. Not because I was strong enough, because He was present enough." And then there is this, the thing that holds me together when I think about the people I have lost who are gone now. In the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 4, it says, "He will wipe every tear from their eyes." There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. Where they are right now, there is no more grief, no more fighting to get well, no more pain, no more silence between people who used to be close. The old order of things has passed away, and God, who carries that promise, also carries this one. The prophet Jeremiah recorded God speaking these words directly to his people in Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 13. "I will turn their mourning into joy. I will give them consolation and bring happiness out of grief." Not around the grief, not instead of the grief. Out of it. He takes the mourning itself and turns it into something. I do not know what season of grief you are in right now. Maybe it is fresh and you are still in the part where you cannot breathe all the way. Maybe it is old and you have learned to carry it quietly, but it never fully left. Maybe it is the kind nobody sees because there was no funeral for it. Whatever it is, he sees it. He named it blessed. And he is not finished with what he is writing in the middle of it. Your grief is not the end of your story. If this reached you today, drop the word comfort in the comments. And if someone came to mind carrying grief right now, please share this with them. They need to know they are not alone in it. Hit that subscribe button and come on this journey with us. We will be here. We see you. We are here for you.